What's up, everybody? This is your boy, NYC, New York Chris, and I'm back with another video. A constructive one today because it's cold outside, like I always say, but it's gonna be a good day today. Yesterday, man, I had a long night yesterday. I had a real long night, especially with the baby. Last night, my wife, it was easy to take care of my wife last night. She's still sick. You know, I told you on my last video that she's still sick. So she's kind of going through it, you know. But I did what I can, you know, to give her some of that good treatment. You know, give her some real good support, because when you're sick, you go through those up and down feelings, and it's terrible being sick. So, you know, like I always tell y'all, to keep yourself healthy, keep yourself safe, you know, and bundle up when it's cold outside, because you don't want to go outside and then slip up and then it starts to get cold out of nowhere, and you got something exposed like your neck or your head, or you know how you girls do these days. We wear little to nothing, so a crop top in the wintertime, not a good idea. Everything thick, all the clothes thick, you know, hats, scarves, gloves. Always be prepared for the wintertime, because these winters so far, for the past couple years, it's been up and down. Literally, like, it's been days in the winter that, you know, it's not very cold, and then it's days where it's not cold at all, and that's a scary time, because then maybe the next day or two it'll literally drop in temperature, so people will come outside thinking that, you know, oh, it wasn't too cold, you know, it wasn't too cold today. So let me just come out a little lighter, because I don't want to put too much clothes on, like how I always do when it is cold. And I'm from New York, so my name is New York Chris, you know. So I've been living here my whole life, and it used to get cold a lot. Every year in the wintertime, it actually used to be winter time. I used to come outside and literally it'll be cold. I have to come outside with thermals on, socks tucked into my thermals, all the time. A tank top, a regular shirt, a thermal on top of that, a sweater, a nice coat, you know, hat, scarf, gloves. I had to come out like that, because you don't want to underestimate the weather, but it actually used to be winter time in New York City, but lately it was like not really even too serious. Like the past couple years, maybe even like from like 2019 to like 2023. 24, it literally wasn't even like all of that. But since this new year's been coming in, the ending of 2024 and 2025 starting, it's been cold. This is for real winter time, because I haven't really felt like this in the winter time in a long time. I drive everywhere, but still, all in all, I'm talking about if I was to go to the store, or I was to run to the market and get a food order or something like that, or do a little driving around, you know, and make some money, you know, do some DoorDashing or Uber Eats, or, you know, something to make me some money. I started feeling it for real lately, but just keep bundled up, because yeah, my wife is still sick. She's still sick, and I've been doing remedies. So you know, I've been doing what I can to do some old school remedies too. So I actually got to the point yesterday where I took an onion And I don't know if some of you guys know about this, but my wife was laying down in the bed, and I came to the bed with a whole onion, but I kind of like, I cut it in 4 pieces. Like, I cut the tips of the onion off, and I cut it in half. So I had I had 2 big pieces of onion, and I put a piece of onion in each sock, and I left it there overnight in her foot. So, I mean, I go over and beyond for whoever is sick in the house when they get sick. So if one of my kids gets sick, or if my wife gets sick, or if I get sick, I'm doing any and everything to do what I can to get rid of that cold. So I tried that yesterday. I also did a Vicks vapor bath. It's the Epsom salt. It's the Epsom salt. It's the Vicks version, and it vaporizes. So that one came in real good handy. I got some of that in the house. I think you guys do very good with that right there whenever y'all sick, because that really comes in handy. Opens up the pores, keeps everything flowing and stuff like that. As soon as you run a hot bath, you run your bath up real nice and hot, and you get it to a good temperature. But make sure it's not like warm and stuff like that, because you want it to be hot, but not scorching hot to where you can't sit in there. But you want it to be hot. So as soon as you put that salt in there, you could do maybe about, I'll suggest that you do maybe 2 cups. A cup is good, but I did 2 cups, and for some reason instantly it started to vaporize the whole area, and that was pretty cozy right there. That's a pretty cozy bath right there. And I really recommend that for the people that start to get sick in the wintertime, and they get congestion and stuff like that, and they need some comfort and everything like that. That's the best way to get comfortable for when you sick. So I suggest that too. I also did a regular vapor rub and a nice sweater, pajamas and stuff like that to go for her and stuff like that. So she has long hair, so I had to make sure that I wrap her hair up, because she wraps her hair up and stuff like that. But when you sick, so when some people are sick, they just, man, like they get up and they just want to go back to sleep. So, but she keeps herself pretty nice and neat, and still, in front of me, she still wants to make herself look so good and stuff like that and everything. I appreciate that. So that's pretty good to me. So yeah, I did that, and she was pretty good. I made some of my good soup. Some of that good soup that I told y'all about yesterday with all the remedies, old school remedies in it and stuff. And I made some good herbal teas yesterday. Some sore throat teas and everything like that, because she had a sore throat and everything like that. So I made some sore throat teas. Pretty good. Everything went good. She had a good night's sleep, because she was sleeping early too, and she was sleeping since the late evening straight through the night, and sometimes we don't even get to go to sleep so early because of the kids, and stuff like that. They're always like adventurous in the nighttime. They never want to go to sleep for school, and then I got 2 babies, two small ones. But yesterday, my youngest, it was, I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, for those who have like babies or toddlers and stuff like that. But whenever one of the parents are sick, especially the mother, for some reason, whenever one of the parents is sick, it's like they don't even have to be sick. They'll literally go off of the energy that the parent has. Literally, it's like my youngest son. He's about to be 2 in a couple months. Well, not even a couple months. He's turning 2 in maybe 4 months. So he's still a baby. still, I still see him as a baby. He's not a newborn, but he's still a baby. But he was, oh man, I'm talking about, he was cranky he was cranky all day and straight through the night. And I usually wake up early in the morning time, maybe like around like 5:30, 6 o'clock to get the kids ready for school. I take them to school in the morning time. You know, you get them ready and stuff like that. Get their hair done, get bathed and brush their teeth and everything like that. Make them some school lunch and everything like that. You know, I do my regular morning thing. Mom does hair, so I don't touch the hair. That's a whole nother thing for me right there. But yeah, he was up all night. So it was like in the morning time. I didn't really have that much energy to even get up and you know, do anything the way that I usually do it and stuff like that. But everything got done. Like I tell y'all every day, you know, every day that you wake up, you want to make the best out of your day. So it's nothing to have a couple bumps in the road as you go down, as you start your day and you go through your day. It's nothing to have a couple bumps, you know, and don't let nothing slow y'all down at all, because my son was up all night yesterday and he didn't go to sleep until like an hour and a half, until it was time for me to wake up. And I didn't mind it too much, because I already know how babies are. I already know how toddlers are. So, you know, you gotta expect that. You gotta expect that, especially when you have a child that, you know, they require a lot of attention, especially when you are there for them every day. They depend on you to be cozy in the nighttime and put them to bed, and you know, they depend on you to do everything for them, especially when they so attached to you. They depend on you. Even when they not attached to you that much, they depend on their mother and father for everything. This is a important thing that I learned in the hospital, that I didn't even try this until it was almost close to like that time where I came to, like, I was like, dang, I don't know what else to do to put him to sleep, because he was so cranky. You know, I'll rock him. I'll give him a warm bottle. He doesn't drink the regular bottles anymore, but I gave him something nice and warm. I gave him some milk and I warmed it up a little bit. You know, he likes that. He likes that still. I changed his clothes, make sure his clothes was nice and comfy. I gave him a nice onesie, nice little fluffy onesie, because sometimes it gets cold, fluctuation in the nighttime, it'll get cold, but my heat is good in the house, but still, in the nighttime I still get kind of cold and stuff like that. I don't know what it is about me, but yeah, I made sure that he was nice and comfortable all through the whole night, and I didn't think of this until it was almost time to that time to where I got tired of it. I said, I used to do this trick that I used to do when he was in the hospital, when he was first born. When he was first born, like literally when he first came out of his mother, they'll recommend that the father or the mother do skin to skin with the baby, and for some reason it still works for me. It works like a charm with no problem. Ever since I started doing this right here, it worked with no problem. That's why I was so like, I was getting to the point to where I was like, why didn't I think of this last night? And I thought of it to the like close to the last couple hours. And I said, I should have did this earlier, because it worked like a charm. He went to sleep immediately. So I used to take my shirt off in the hospital, of course, when nobody's there, because in the hospital you gotta stay there for a couple days until it's time for them to go home. And you know, my son had to get like he came out with the jaundice where it turned, well, they skin turns yellow or whatever, so they have to stay under a light to adjust their skin back to normal or whatever. But I take my shirt off and I'll put him on my chest. I lay him on my chest to calm him down from crying if he was crying, or if he needed some comfort, and he'll go straight to sleep. And I'll do that consistently every day, especially when I was able to take him home. And if he were to have one of those days where he's like uncomfortable and cranky and it's kind of getting hard for him to go to sleep, I'll put him straight on my chest. I'll take my shirt off and put him straight on my chest, and he'll be fresh out the bath, so he'll be nice and calm too as well. That'll also work very good as well. But you'll make sure that you have your skin to his or her skin, and I'll put his ear on my heart. I'll put his ear on my heart, right in the center of my chest, and he'll just calm down immediately. And that's a very, very valuable trick right there when you have small babies, infants, and even toddlers still. When you guys are in the hospital, and if you ever have a baby or your first baby or any of your babies, make sure that you comfort them in a way where it's a special bond with you guys. So that's what I did with my son. I did that with all my kids. I got 3 boys and 2 girls. So I did that with all my kids, and I've been pretty successful. I'm a pretty good dad, so I really take my time with things that I do with kids, and that's a real good trick right there. That's been working for me for a minute now. But I kind of was like scrambling yesterday, didn't really even think of doing it until the last couple hours because I was doing some other things yesterday. I'll jump into some of the things that I was doing because I told you that I wasn't outside making any of my normal runs for installation for ATMs or any kind of machines that I deal with, because I needed to stay upstairs. So I didn't make no runs yesterday, but I did do some things yesterday that I usually do when I'm in the house. I have a lot of change in my house, and I have a lot of change. Like, I'll separate my change, quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies and stuff like that. I'll separate everything, $50, and I'll even separate all my bills. So if I got dollars, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, 100s, I'll split them all up whatever I have. And what I do is I find more value in coins and bills than they're worth. So I know you guys, if you guys are used to social media and stuff like that, TikTok or YouTube, and you see those guys that normally does those kind of things, that comes in handy. You'll find you never know what you'll find in the money that you already have. So like I tell you, every day counts. So you want to do something constructive every day that goes by. This is the reason why I'm doing my best to stay consistent and speaking to y'all every day, and making sure that my viewers, the people that do watch me, they you guys get a good start on y'all day. If y'all don't know what to do every day, tune into my channel and just see what I have to say about the things that I do every day, because every day is never the same. Every day is always a constructive day. So I'll do what I can to figure out another way to make money consistently. I used to work for a lot of food places when I was younger, and until now. And I decided, when COVID came around and people stopped working in their normal jobs and stuff like that because of the 6 feet thing and, the paranoia of being sick and stuff like that, I pretty much stopped working at a regular job. So I used to do a lot of catering. I used to do a lot of cooking. and it got to the point to where I was laid off of my job because of the paranoia that my job had of workers being there, and if you come to work with a little sniffle, a little sneeze, a little cough, they start looking at you funny and stuff like that. So they started cutting people's hours, and I used to cook. I used to cook in this restaurant, and that I've been working for a little while, and it was called Fish BLT. I used to work for that right there for a little while, but one thing that I was doing consistently was catering for a supermarket I used to work for, and I did that for a couple supermarkets, but my last job was for a supermarket, and I used to come to work for specifically to cater. And when COVID happened, they basically just shut all kind of catering food out, like buffet food and stuff like that. So I used to do a buffet table, and I used to make like 15 or 20 different dishes and load it up on a hot table, and people would buy the food by the pound. Is weighed food. It was maybe like $10.99 a pound. Some very good food. I don't put no shame. I don't put no shame to my food. I really feel like that was something that I would have been doing for a while, but things change. You happen to you go through life. Life gives you a couple bumps up and down the road, and you go up hills and you come back down steeply, but you always end up leveled, so I still cook, but I don't cook for anyone anymore. I actually don't work a regular job anymore because of the complication of what was happening during COVID. But COVID is no more right now. Well, COVID still going on right now, but the working conditions are back to normal. But I started feeling as if I was to put in hard work for someone, that I could do it myself. So this is what I do every day. Every day I wake up and I'll find something constructive to do. Pretty much the same things, but in different ways. And I have 3 different kind of working ways. Working times. Is my everyday working time, my weekend working time, and my off days working time. Because even on my off days, I'm still thinking about ways to make money. I'm still thinking about ways to stay focused and motivated. So this is what I've been doing. I've been thinking about ways to. I almost lost the train of my thought. Somebody was coming by with a bike real fast, but yeah. So I'll look for value in coins, basically. So I was doing that yesterday night, and I lost track of time doing that, and then everything was just smashed together. But just stay focused through everything that y'all do, because when it comes to progression, every day, you just want to make sure everything counts. So it doesn't matter how long you stay up. It doesn't matter what time you go to sleep. It doesn't matter what time you wake up. As long as you get something done, as long as you feel satisfied with your day because you got something done, it's another day down. It's hard out here. So, everybody buckle up for every day that goes by, because you never know what happens every day. So I wake up every day, and I look forward to talking to you guys to make sure that I spread some kind of information that I could give y'all to stay focused and motivated and seek something better for the next day. So that's my job right there, people. And as long as I get my job completed for the day, I feel much more satisfied. Looks like I'm going to be upstairs again today because the wife is still sick, and she needs my help much more than anything. Always stay supportive to your family. Always stay united as a group. or if you by yourself, always self-love. Stay with self-love. Don't let nobody bring y'all down through y'all day. Don't let nobody tell y'all, if you doing something to survive, if you doing something positive to survive, don't let anyone ever tell y'all that what y'all doing is not good enough. So as long as it's positive, as long as you staying focused, don't let nobody bring y'all down. It's all up to you for you to become the better you. So I just hope that you guys got the most out of my message today. Hope that you guys found some value in my discussion today. But I appreciate y'all listening. And until next time, y'all, please, if y'all can, please show me some love. I don't look forward to, follows and shares and everything like that all the time. But it'll really help my channel out because I'm just starting this channel. Only have a couple videos uploaded and stuff like that. But, I'll appreciate it if you guys show me some love. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like it. Please share it to anybody that y'all feel like that could use the information that I spread of value. Use it for value. So until next time, y'all. Appreciate everything. Love y'all.